If you're in the mood to hear my answers to another beauty YouTuber tag, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène with another tag video, and this tag video was created by agapelovegirl, aka Maria, and the title for this tag is the Boujee Guru tag, and there are 12 questions for this tag. Now, bougie, if you are not aware, is a shortened word for bourgeoisie, which is kind of seen as upper middle class or above type status in this culture of ours. And interestingly enough, bougie is actually spelled B-O-U-G-I-E, which is also a word in French for candle. But for some reason, there is the B-O-U-J-E-E spelling, which is what the title is for this tag, which I'm not a big fan of. Bougie is the other spelling is a much nicer word. This one is quite pejorative, but we're going to go with it because that is the title of the tag. But I just needed to just let you know a little bit about the background for that word and where it came from. This tag has 12 questions, and I am going to try to keep them short and sweet because the other tag I did of Maria's, aka agapelovegirl, was a hella long video. So let's see how I can get through these 12 questions. The other video, in my defense, was 19 questions. That was a lot. Anyway, let's dive right in before it gets any longer. Question number 1. Would you rather buy one expensive/luxury item or buy several items with the same amount of money? I would do something a bit different. I would buy more items, but they would be luxury items because I would wait for a sale. I don't buy luxury items full price, and the couple of times that I broke that rule and that I did, I regretted it. And one example is the Marc Jacobs Leopard Frost, which I've talked about a lot on this channel. Let me just show you. I paid full price for this puppy, and it pisses me off, pardon my language, but it pisses me off every single time. And on top of it, I dropped the sucker. So I lost 2 full pans, and then a big part of this one just aggravated. $59 Canadian for this stupid thing that I've had since December. And I really wanted the leopard print, and I thought that it was limited edition, and it's still stinking available for sale months and months and months later. And it's the worst 59 bucks I ever spent on a palette. That's Canadian dollars for those of you who don't know I'm Canadian. And this is a constant reminder of why I don't buy luxury items full price. I don't find that there was enough value in this. And if you don't know these, rant almost over. If you don't know these pans are freaking small. They're not impressed. Marc Jacobs, really not impressed. So anyway, yeah, I don't do this. I don't do this. This was atypical for me, and I really wish I hadn't. That's a hell of a start to the tag. Whew. Whew. Bring it down a notch. Yes, I buy for value, and I have a marketing background. I have an MBA by training, and so I fully understand and appreciate as a marketer that no company expects to make as an average value per sale full price. They always expect it's going to be a weighted average of things purchased on sale, things purchased for full price. It's going to be a weighted average somewhere in the middle. The regular retail price is not the price. It is an anchor. It is something for you to discount from as a consumer. So anybody buying full price is buying at a premium, not at the price of offering. And so if you are not patient, you will pay the premium for getting something now. That's all it is. That's all it is. Okay. This is going to be a long one too. Okay, next question. Question number 2. When it comes to beauty products, do you believe the phrase, you get what you pay for? Not at all, especially with cosmetics products or any product that has a heavy dose of status associated with it. You pay a lot for the perception, the mystique around a product. I mean, there's a reason why designer garments sell for hundreds of times more sometimes than the garment would be if it were unbranded. And if anything, it's getting worse. We are becoming so brand conscious that we're even plastering the brand everywhere. That never used to be the case. If you want to read a little bit more about it, I would suggest the book Status Anxiety by Alain de Botton. Great book. I'll put the picture of the book right there. It's a view of status items over time, and cosmetics right now are a very, very big, very significant status item, and brands know this and they use it to their advantage. So as far as the inside of the product and the packaging, drugstore brands can deliver more value, often do, than higher-end luxury brands, and it's really up to you to decide what kind of products you want. But definitely, the more money you spend does not mean you're going to get a better product. That bottom line. Number 3, what's the most expensive beauty item you've purchased with your own money? You know what? I have a paradox for you, and I'm going to show you what it is. This is my paradox. It is the product that I have spent the most money on. Let me show you the inside. Hopefully nothing comes apart. This is what it looks like on the inside. You'll see 20 singles from Urban Decay, and you'll see 20 liners. I am in this thing every single day to do my makeup, whether it is to reach for an Urban Decay single or to reach for one of the 24/7 Glide-On pencils. This product was, it was on sale. This was regular price $4.50. It went on sale for $2.71. And then I ended up getting it for 20% off of that. So it ended up being an even better price for me. And it was at that price of $2.71 as a sale item on the Sephora website for 6 months. And I kept saying, I'm going to think about it. I'm going to think about it. And if it is still available, I started thinking about it in April. And I kept thinking about it until November. And it was still available. And I picked it up with the 20% off in November. And like, I thought about it for that long. And the reason I say, yeah, it was my biggest ticket item, but it's a paradox, is because if you divide what I paid for this, given there are 40 items in it, I paid about $6 per item in here. And the Glide-On pencils are $25 each, and the singles from Urban Decay are usually $20 to $25 each. I got it at a disgustingly good discount, and it was just the sticker shock of the whole set. But like I said, I am in this thing every single day. So for me, I said, you know, if I only use, I think it was 8 or so of the pencils and 8 of the singles, I'm further ahead. Now, you could argue that I would never have purchased all 20 of each of the pencils and the singles. But I keep evaluating as I go whether or not I got good value out of it, and holy crap, did I ever. This has been fantastic. It is the absolute gem as far as value across everything I have in my collection, and I will be using it for years, and I'm super, super happy that I ended up pulling the trigger. But I think part of why I did a good job was because I evaluated and thought about it for 6 months. Unlike the other palette I showed you from Marc Jacobs, which was a FOMO, I thought it was going to be limited edition. I really, really love leopard print. If you've been watching my channel, you would know that. And it was just a combination of those things that just made me really, really want that palette. And it was stupid. I was stupid. This was smart. That one was stupid. And I have learned from it, and I hope that I do more smart things than stupid things when it comes to future makeup purchases. Number 4, Are you willing to buy products at full price, or do you usually wait for a sale or discount code? The second one. I don't buy stuff regular price. That Marc Jacobs palette and the Jaclyn Hill 35 pan palette, the original white one, those are the only two things that I have ever purchased full price, and I think that those were really dumb. Not that I don't like the Jaclyn Hill palette. I do. I depotted it. I have it. I use the shadows. No problem there. But it wasn't worth the $70 that it cost to get it to Canada, and then Sephora Canada started carrying it, and it just really ticked me off because I could have had it for 45 bucks and not 70 Canadian once duties and all that crap was added on. So that one and the Marc Jacobs palette just are constant reminders for me of stupid actions, and the fact that I don't see the value in the money I spent on those two things, and they're annoying, and I want to make sure not to repeat that stupidity in the future. I really, really want value for money, and I will always look for a sale, a discount, and bide my time, because if you are patient, you will get rewarded for sure. And plus, something else could displace something that you're hoping to get. And all of a sudden, what you thought was so important that you wanted so badly is a distant memory. So time is a good thing. Time is on your side when it comes to pacing your makeup consumption. Number 5, where do you shop for beauty products the most? I do most of my shopping online. And last year I would have told you it would be Sephora, then Shoppers, and then other. And this year there's been a big change. It is Shoppers Drug Mart first, Sephora second, and indie brands are very, very close to being in the top spot. And I have a feeling that possibly next year, indie will be the number one source of makeup purchases for me. And it might even have overtaken Sephora this year, I'm not sure. But I have a really big appreciation for indie brands in a way that I didn't before. And I think it's because I'm further along in my makeup discovery and I'm really honing in on what I think is the most beautiful, best value, best produced type of products. So yes, it was different last year than this year, and I can already forecast it will be different next year again, and you will see it based on what it is that I present and use on this channel, with still a focus on using my old stuff, obviously. Number 6, how often do you get your nails and or hair done? Okay, I am in my 40s and I cover up my gray hair. So I have gray hair, yes, and actually I have kind of a Cruella thing going on. So I dye my hair, and I dye my hair about every 5 weeks. And that is just a reality of wanting to have hair that is not my natural color and not having the roots showing too much. And I do use root touch-up stuff. Like, for example, I'm going to get my hair done in 5 days when I'm filming this, and I do have root touch-up stuff to kind of make my hair color look more fresher than it is. And I'm also changing my hair color as well to make the gray look a little bit less, and that's going to be an evolving process over the next 6 months, which my hairdresser is more excited about than even I am, but hey, I'm in her care. Nails, I used to have gel nails because my fingers, my skin was a big problem for me. If you're curious about that whole situation, I will put a link in the description box on that topic. There's a video on that. But my hands and my fingernails are better. They're still not great, but they're better. And so now I can just do my own manicures. And so I have no problem with that. And I don't feel the need to get gel nails anymore because my nails are now somewhat, they're not perfect, but they're somewhat presentable, and nail polish now lasts about 5 to 7 days on my nails, and it never did. So that's been just wonderful. And so I'm actually pretty low maintenance. I really, frankly, get my hair done because it affects my ability to secure work as a professional. And I just know that having hair a certain color or maintained makes a big difference in how you're perceived. So, hence, my preference is to color my hair. But everybody, as they say, to each his own. Number 7, do you prefer long or short nails? Definitely short. You just saw them. I'll show them again. Definitely short. Given I do physical training, personal training as a coach and as an athlete, long nails, they just impede the job. I just need to get stuff done. And I also type a ton, and I did manage to type pretty amazingly with gel nails, but I prefer short nails. Do I like the aesthetics of medium-sized nails? I don't like the claws, but medium-sized nails, sure. I enjoy them. I appreciate them. I just don't, at this point, just don't feel any sort of need to have them and maintain them. Number 8, which makeup brush brand is your favorite? I don't have a favorite. I have some right now from Quo, from Sephora, from Smashbox, from BH Cosmetics, from Morphe. I have a bunch of different makeup brushes, and I don't really have any favorites. Yeah, I guess I'm not that much of a brush person. Do I have certain brush cuts that I like more than others? Absolutely. A nice crease brush, angled brush, various types of blush brushes, but I just don't, I'm not a brush purist, if you will. So I'll use whatever, as long as it's the proper cut to do what it is that I want to do. I'm really not, I don't discriminate among brands for brushes. And if you love specific brush types or brands, I would love to hear why you do and why you think they are better than other things that you've tried. And of course, I would ask you, how many have you tried before being a brush aficionado for one brand versus another? As long as the tool does the job, I'm fine. And I also like using my fingers a ton for makeup application. I think these are the best tools for makeup across the board. Number 9, high-end or drugstore mascara? Both. The L'Oreal Lash Paradise is amazing. I think it's better than Sex mascara. And I guess it's better than Sex mascara. Just did a funny. I would say that if I go high-end, that the Lancôme Monsieur Big is my top one. I do also like the Stila Huge. Just be careful because it does dry out, so use it up front lots. And for drugstore, yeah, the L'Oreal Lash Paradise would be my number 1 mascara. Yeah, if I could only use those 3 brands. And I've got a bunch of samples waiting in the wings. I will continue to try different types of mascaras over the years. The coming years. Anytime I get a sample, I have no problem using it. So those are the 3 right now. Take it for what it's worth, because I could very well change my mind. Number 10, think of your favorite makeup brand. Is it drugstore, high-end, luxury, or indie? I have to think about what it is that I have the most of. And when it comes to a specific makeup brand, I have the most from Urban Decay. And I really have a soft spot for that brand. I just like the aesthetics. I like their marketing for the most part. Not crazy about the names of some of the products, but yeah, I really do like the brand. And 3 brands that if I did not have their makeup in my collection anymore, I'd be super sad, would be, in order of importance, Clionadh. you would have to fight me for my Clionadh shadows. Next would be Colored Rain. I think their quality is also bomb, but if in a different way. And then Juvia's Place, the affordability of their eyeshadows is ridiculous, really great, and being indie brands just makes my heart sing. So yeah, those would be the 4 brands. I can't give a single name or a brand name because they hold a place in my heart for different reasons. And yeah, there you go. I guess what I have is high end when it comes to Urban Decay and indie when it comes to the other 3. So yeah, that would be how I would categorize those 4 brands. Number 11. Considering your answers, I guess it's not 12 questions, it's 11. Considering your answers to these questions, do you think you're bougie? I don't think I'm bougie. I think I have too much makeup for the norm. Too much is a value judgment. I have more makeup than most, and I have too much for what I could possibly use in my lifetime. I understand that, but I like to play with all of it. So there. I wouldn't say that I'm bougie. I would say that I want to get a ton of value for my money. I want to try different things and keep refining what it is that I like the most out of colored powders that I tend to put on my face. And yeah, I'm not bougie. I don't have my nose up in the air when it comes to cosmetics. I have found great stuff cheap. I have found crap for exorbitant amounts of money. I just want good, solid stuff that's in a pretty box. That's what I'm looking for. And I'm not willing to pay an arm and a leg for that pretty box. I am patient. I will wait. I will wait for opportunities, sales, whatever comes my way to get what it is that I'm coveting for the price that I'm willing to pay for it. That's it. No more, no less. So I don't think I'm bougie. I think I'm just practical. So that's it. 11 questions. And I hope you enjoyed my answers to these questions. I would love to hear what your answers are to some of these questions, or all of them for that matter, if you want to, in the comments. And what do you think of my answers? I would love to hear your thoughts, and I thank you for your time. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.